Get ready for the inside scoop on the biggest title drama in professional wrestling. We are diving deep into the shocking revelations surrounding the main event of WrestleMania 42 between Roman Reigns and CM Punk. It turns out that WWE Creative actually held serious internal discussions about having CM Punk retain his World Heavyweight Championship before ultimately pulling the plug on that scenario.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
You will not believe how close the plans came to changing for that iconic match. Reports confirm that while Roman Reigns was always the long-term choice to hold the gold, officials seriously weighed a strategy where CM Punk would walk away with the win at WrestleMania, only to drop the title back to Reigns at the Backlash event to protect his standing as a top-tier performer. The match itself is already being hailed as an instant classic, earning a rare 5-star rating from Dave Meltzer after a grueling 33-minute war. Even though Roman Reigns ultimately secured the victory with 2 massive spears, the creative team had mapped out a complete roadmap for the belt, including potential showdowns against powerhouses like Gunther and high-stakes encounters involving Jacob Fatu. Looking ahead, the landscape of WWE is shifting rapidly with Roman Reigns firmly established at the top of the card, and CM Punk possibly setting his sights on a collision course with Cody Rhodes. We are breaking down every angle of these massive creative decisions and what they mean for the future of the championship. If you want to stay in the loop with all the latest wrestling news and updates, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. What if WrestleMania 42 ended with the biggest shock of the decade? We all watched Roman Reigns walk out of the main event with the World Heavyweight Championship, but according to the latest report from the Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE Creative actually debated a completely different timeline. Behind the scenes, there were serious discussions about CM Punk toppling the tribal chief on the grandest stage of them all. Think about that for a second. The plan on the table would have seen Punk win at Mania, only to drop the belt back to Reigns at Backlash. It was a strategy designed to balance the scales, effectively protecting Punk's star power while keeping the long-term crown exactly where WWE intended. Ultimately, though, the company stuck to their guns. Reigns closed the show with 2 brutal spears, and while the result felt inevitable, the fact that a Punk victory was even on the table shows just how high the stakes were. Now that the dust has settled, the roadmap is crystal clear. Roman is moving straight into a collision course with Jacob Fatu, with a massive dream feud against Gunther waiting in the wings for later this summer. It feels like the creative team has finally hit their stride. What do you think? Would a short-lived Punk reign have been a legendary move, or did they make the right call sticking with the head of the table? Drop your take in the comments below, hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop, and remember, in the world of WWE, even the plans that don't happen tell a story of their own. What if the history of WrestleMania 42 was rewritten before it even happened? It turns out the main event between Roman Reigns and CM Punk could have gone in a completely different direction. According to the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE Creative actually held serious discussions about having CM Punk go over Roman Reigns to retain the World Heavyweight Championship on the grandest stage of them all. The plan would have been a quick turnaround rematch at Backlash where Roman would reclaim the gold, effectively keeping both stars strong while trading wins. It is a fascinating what-if scenario, especially considering it was designed specifically to protect Punk's massive star power. Ultimately, the company stuck to the script we saw, with Roman Reigns walking out with a clean victory. Now, let's talk about the quality of this encounter, because Dave Meltzer just immortalized this bout with a prestigious 5-star rating. This is a huge milestone for both men. For Punk, it marks his 4th 5-star match, adding to a legendary list that dates all the way back to his 2004 classic with Samoa Joe. But for Roman Reigns, this is historic. It is officially his first 5-star match ever, after years of hovering just a 1/4 star shy with 4 near-perfect outings. The match itself was an absolute marathon, clocking in at nearly 34 minutes. The finish was as poetic as it was brutal, with Punk collapsing under the weight of his own fatigue before Roman delivered the final spear. It felt less like a scripted fight and more like a grueling test of endurance, cementing that deep waters narrative they built leading into the event. It is rare to see a match that truly lives up to the mountain of hype, but these two delivered a masterclass in professional wrestling storytelling. Do you think WWE made the right call by keeping the title on Roman, or would you have preferred to see the title change hands just to shake things up? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the world of wrestling. After all, in this industry, the greatest stories are often the ones that almost happened. What if the biggest night in wrestling history almost took a complete 180-degree turn? We just witnessed Roman Reigns claim the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk at WrestleMania, in a match that's already being hailed as an instant classic. But here is the kicker. Dave Meltzer reports that the script could have been very different. Apparently, there were serious internal discussions about letting CM Punk walk away with the gold, a moment that would have finally handed him that elusive WrestleMania main event win he has craved for years. The plan would have been to set up a massive rematch at Backlash in May, essentially forcing an even record between the two, which would have kept Punk's momentum red-hot while eventually shifting the title back to Reigns in his home state. It is a classic booking chess move designed to protect everyone involved, but WWE ultimately decided to pull the trigger on Reigns right then and there. And you can see why. With Roman looking toward a collision course with Jacob Fatu, and CM Punk potentially crossing paths with Cody Rhodes following that intriguing Raw interaction, the landscape is shifting rapidly. With original creative plans for Cody having hit a snag, a Punk-Rhodes showdown feels like the kind of high-stakes drama we need right now. Do you think WWE made the right call by keeping the title on Roman, or did they miss a golden opportunity to let Punk have his moment? Smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the world of wrestling, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. After all, in this industry, the biggest stories are usually the ones that almost happened. What if the biggest night in wrestling history almost took a massive, unexpected turn? We all watched WrestleMania 42, seeing Roman Reigns cement his legacy with those two thunderous spears to put CM Punk away. But it turns out, the creative team was holding onto a secret that could have changed everything. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE internal discussions seriously flirted with the idea of CM Punk walking out of Vegas as the World Heavyweight Champion. Now, let's be clear, Roman was always the endgame. The company had long-term blueprints etched out for him, specifically that high-stakes collision course with Gunther. But here is where it gets fascinating. The creative brass actually debated a scenario where Punk wins at Mania, only to drop the title back to Roman shortly after at Backlash in May. Think about the strategy there. By having them even out the score, WWE would have effectively protected Punk's massive star power while still keeping the gold exactly where they needed it for their summer roadmap. It shows that even with a clear destination, the journey is never as set in stone as we think. Ultimately, they stuck to the original plan, and now we're seeing that pivot into a brutal upcoming program with Jacob Fatu before the inevitable showdown with the ring general himself. It's a testament to how tight the main event scene is right now that they even considered shaking up a WrestleMania finish for the sake of the narrative. So, let me ask you, would you have preferred that short-term shock value of a Punk reign, or do you think the company made the right call by keeping the momentum behind Roman? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like button if you want more behind-the-scenes wrestling scoops, and remember, in this business, sometimes the best stories are the ones that almost happened.